So this will be my review on the Build-A-Figure character from DC Universe Classics Wave 9. And that's of course Chemo, or Chemo, however you want to pronounce it. So let's try and get him full on camera. He's a pretty big character. I think he's pretty much the we've got a guest reviewer here. Yes. Want to review the toy? Yeah, this is my dog. Guest reviewer, right? Okay, good boy, Charlie. Good boy. As you can see, he's got lots of bubbles built into the clear plastic that makes up most of his body. And that's a very cool touch. Very cool touch. And it's accented by these great big armor pieces. And in his boots. And the detail on this is great. Look at the details on the bolts and vents and all sorts of good technical stuff. The details on the bottom of the feet, details on the gauntlets and hands. I mean, it's really sculpted well. As you can see, the pipes leaning from the back, and his eyes, back piece right there. I mean, very nice detail. Just wonderful. And this is taken from the way he appears in Infinite Crisis, as drawn by Phil Jimenez. I do have an issue in one leg. Seems very loose. Just the knee, though. That's it. The other one is fine. Maybe a little bit of the leg. I believe that there was a variant of the main body, and that you could actually put something in there inside of him and see through and kind of see it. And so it looked like there was an object floating in him. I'm not sure if that's true or not. As for articulation, he's got arm movement up and down, in and out. He's got a elbow joint that kind of bends a little bit and twists. And he's got hand movement that twists and kind of bends a little bit too. He's got hip articulation, back and forward, and knee articulation, and a little bit of a foot pivot, and back and forth. So he's fairly posable. There's no waist there is waist articulation, but no abdominal crunch. Chemo first appears in Showcase number 39 in 1962. Chemo is very interesting. He's more of a monster character than an actual villain. What happens is that this scientist He is very eccentric, and he has this humanoid-shaped plastic container, and he creates this plastic container to remind him of all these failed formulas that he's tried. So anytime he creates something that doesn't work, he dumps it into the humanoid container. And his latest, or his last thing that he works on is a growth formula. And it appears not to work, so he dumps it in. And it causes all the chemicals, all the weird concoctions that this guy has come up with, cause a reaction, and it brings the plastic suit of goo filled with all this toxic goo to life. The growth formula actually works, and he grows to a large size. And he can control his growth anywhere from about 50 feet to 100 feet. Anyway, this sentient plastic container of goo freaks out and goes on a rampage. And eventually it's stopped by the Metal Men, who are his primary adversaries, I guess you could say. He's got a pretty good, fairly historic piece in that he kills Aqua Girl. He's the one that poisons the water that she's in. And that's in Crisis on Infinite Earths. In Infinite Crisis, he's dropped by the Society onto Bloodhaven and poisons Bloodhaven beyond habitation, and killing lots of people. His appearances are very sparse. It's hard. I think it's a hard character to use because he's sentient, but basically mindless destructor type of character. So as a Build-A-Figure, he's really great. I love the see-through clear suit, and he's just like an odd. Well, I mean, he's got no neck, and so he just goes shoulders to head, and it's a fun design. What else can I say? I really like him. I guess that'll be it. Until next time, see ya.